What's happening, folks? This is D-Rock coming to you, Ridge Rock Hunt Company. Got a little shaking up for the YouTube channel. I hadn't been trapping in a little while, so we have got some traps out here in the town of Louisville. So me and Trip, can you be on video, you think?
Sure.
Yeah, all right. So me and Trip Hill is out here, and he's got some feathers we're going to use to tie up on some of these little limbs and stuff right here. But anyway, so we're gonna throw these old traps out. As you can see there, I got some of my dukes. I think I have some bridgers maybe in there. I got my drill, I got my baits, I got everything. So, like I said, these old coyotes are pretty gnarly little deals, but I think they may be eating some cats and some pets around in the neighborhoods. And there's some chickens also. People are raising some chickens here in the town of Louisville, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, me and I'm gonna set some traps, and then Trip and his dad are gonna come check them. Or I may run over here and check them with them. That sound cool, Trip?
Yeah.
All right. You having fun yet? All right, folks. We had this little log right here that was perfect because you see it's got the little cutout right there, or not a cutout, but a little U right there. So anyway, I'm gonna drill a hole right in there, and then set the trap kind of right over here, and see if we can't get him to step right there in the hole. So anyway, but you can also video that too if you want to. So the reason that you put the pad down is because you don't want to leave any scent whatsoever at the trap site. So I got all my stuff kind of over here out of the way, away from where I'm going to put the trap at. And I do that because I don't want any of that stuff, which it stays outside primarily, but I don't want to have any scent on it whatsoever. So the coyote comes up here and all he smells is the bait, sees the little feather kind of dangling down, and the bait gets in there to get it, bam, we caught him. So Winston County's happy. What's that?
Let me stop it.
All right, so thank goodness I have my J hooks in here. That's, you can see why they call it a J hook. See right there. So what it does is on the bottom of the trap, there's a little hole. Can you see that hole, Trip?
Yeah.
So basically, you just feed the hook through there like that. Work it on through there until it gets to right there. So what it does, Trip, is that hook, it swivels, so that way they don't really hurt their legs very bad. So it'll just, see how it's just going around and around. So that's what you want. And then you get your, this is what they call a fang, I don't know what it is, something fang, but anyway. So I got a little tool there that we're gonna hammer this into the ground, and then we're gonna pull it snug, and it flattens up in the bottom of the ground all the way down, and then hook this up there to it. And anyway, the coyote can move around and swivel. So anyway, I gotta get my J hook tool, get that cinched down. Yeah, I like to get it on there pretty tight because I don't want one running around with a. So yeah, so that's gonna be good right there. All right, so I'm gonna dig my hole. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a minute since I've done this, so I'm kind of having to remember what all I need to do here. I don't know if I'm gonna need that. The dirt's, usually if the dirt is pretty firm, like a big clay kind of base soil or whatever, you would need this to kind of break it up. But this soil is pretty rich, pretty loose, so I don't think I'm gonna need my hammer, but I'll need it. Let's see here. So these are my pan covers. So we'll put that once we get the trap kind of down in the ground where we want it. We'll set this over it, and that keeps dirt from getting up under the pan, because if you get dirt up under the pan, when it steps on it, it won't trigger. See what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we got going on right here. Got my trap bed right there. I may need to make it just a tad bit bigger, but I can kind of do that after I get my situated like I like it. I'm gonna have to set right in there. I'm going to make it a little bit wider on the sides right there. Got a few sticks we're having to contend with. Nothing too bad. Same thing on this side here. I'm going to try to kind of set down in there like I want it to. Oh yeah, that's going to be money right there. So you see how that trap, when you put it in there, you don't want it to move at all. So I'm gonna put it in here, and it'll be kind of like firm like that, because if the coyote steps on it on this side and it moves, you see how I push down right there and it don't move much? I may need to do a little more right there, but right there is solid. But if they step on it and it moves, then they'll know that something's up and something's there. So, got it? Folks, I got my sticks kind of, I want to line it up to where the coyote goes up in there. I got me a few leaves and kind of scrunching them up. And so you can see there, you can't see the pan. The actual pan's like right there. I want that coyote to step like right there. So you see that little pan right there? The top of it right there? So that's where we want him to step. And I believe we're gonna be pretty good right here. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've done one of these. But Will called and said they have some problems here in town, so he got a nuisance license for me to be able to come do this, and got Trip, his son, on the camera. And so anyway, we're out here learning and setting some traps. And I tell you what, I hadn't done this in about a year, and you know, when you don't do stuff like this, a lot of times you forget how much fun it is. So the fun part is going to be when Trip calls me and says, "D-Rock, guess what? We got a coyote." So that's when it's gonna be fun. All right, so just another little tidbit about what I do here for beginners, and I'm no pro at this, but it's fun. So I keep all of my bait, sheep's wool, different stuff in one bucket, and I keep all of my actual wolf fangs, covers, all that kind of stuff in another bucket, and I keep my traps in another bucket, because here's the deal. Whenever you put your trap in the ground, you don't want the animal that you're trying to trap to smell the trap. You want him to only smell the bait. So therefore, that's why I keep the traps and all of my tools separate from the actual scents and baits that I use. So I figured I'd share that on here as well. So anyway, we're going to bait it up now. We're about to bait the hole here. I have some sheep's wool I'm gonna put down in that hole right there. And I have some other baits right here. I'm gonna probably put this Hallbaker's Fox Coyote bait right here at this one spot, and then I got another stuff that I'm gonna use for the other spot in case he likes one and not the other. So, and all of the stuff that I get comes from Duke Traps in West Point. So I'm not sponsored by them. They have good stuff and they're good folks. I'll put a little bit of this. It don't take much. Ooh. You want to smell it? Ooh, that's rough. I'll let you smell it in a bit. All right, so now I'm gonna get my little bit of my sheep's wool. Well, actually, I'm gonna get my bait open first. A little bit of the sheep's wool. I'll tell you what, better. I'm gonna set this right here, back right here. I'm gonna put, get my stick here, right here. It don't really take a whole lot of this stuff, Trip. See, it's got some stuff in it. I probably should have shaken it up some, but I don't even know what's in this stuff, but I don't recommend eating it. All right, so we got some lure. We're gonna drop it right here in this hole. I'm gonna have to push it on in there a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the sheep's wool on top of Oh, Trip, you're a mighty fine videographer, buddy.
I can smell that stuff.
So another thing with the sheep's wool is you can see it. I'll put it in there where they have to dig around to get into it. That way, in case they don't step on the trap, they'll have to get up in there to get to it, and they'll go bam. Got him. All right. Well, folks, that is setting the coyote trap. All right, well, we got us a couple traps set here right behind Trip's house, so they're gonna keep an eye on it. Hopefully they'll hear some howling at the middle of the night tonight. You gonna get your mama to come out here and help you catch it?
Nah, she's not gonna come out there.
But anyway, had a fun little afternoon here. Time to get to church. And but anyway, Trip, I appreciate your video for me. You did a mighty fine job, I'm sure. And so anyway, hopefully we'll come back to you with another video with a caught coyote. So anyway, y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe, check out our social media pages, Ridge Rock Hunt Company on social, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Not much on TikTok, but anyway, I'm learning. But anyway, appreciate y'all dialing in. Y'all come back and see us.